All right, let's see what happens. Hello, I'm Derek, and welcome to Hindsight 101, where you'll learn about things that will help you in everyday life. Now we're going to talk about the FANTTIK electric screwdriver. Full disclosure, I was sent this tool in exchange for my review. But as you can see, I really don't need this tool. As you can see, I have a nice little collection. Yes, I like to collect tools, but that's a whole nother story. I just want to know if this FANTTIK could be my daily driver that I can use for all the little odds and ends jobs I have around the house. I also wanted to see if I could recreate this video, because when I saw it, I was like, there's no chance. But, you know, you never know. And then at the end, we'll talk about what comes in the box. So with that, let's get to the demos. So this is an old piece of fence post that I had lying around. It's treated wood. We're going to begin with a 2-inch construction screw. I'm going to use the bits that came with the unit because I want you to see the quality of that as well. But usually I like to use my own because anything that comes with it, any tool, is usually cheap. So I like to use quality bits, but we'll see how these work out. No pre-drilled holes, so let's see how this goes, where it's on max power. All right, I was able to drive it all the way in. Now, we'll see if we can get it back out. It struggled a bit, but it worked. So, that's pretty good. So let's move on to another screw. So this is a 1 5/8 exterior screw. We'll see how this one works out. Again, it'll be at max power. All right, let's back it out. All right, not a problem. Lastly, we're going to try a 3-inch screw. We'll see how it fares. Again, this will be at max power. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's pretty much stopped right there. Let's see if we can back it out. So for the longer screws, I'd probably stick to a more powerful drill, but from what I've seen so far, not too bad. So let's try something a little different now. We're going to see how well it could drill a hole. So let's try the 1/8 drill bit. No problem. So let's try 3/8, just to be crazy. I mean, it worked. It'd probably take me all day, and then at some point it was just gonna stop anyways. But it got pretty deep. I'd say about 1 inch or so deep. So, I mean, this thing has a little bit of power. I'm impressed. Now what you all been waiting for me to test out what I saw in the video. Now I don't have exactly everything that they had in the video, but I think I have some comparable things that compare in weight. But without me actually being in the room with them, I don't know what the weights were. So I believe they had a tire inflator, and then they also had a car jump starter, but I don't have one that big. Most of mine are smaller. So I had another inflator that looks around the same size. And then I have my cordless drill, and then I don't think it's going to make it, but I also have the hedge trimmer. We'll try that last because it's a little clunky, and we'll see if it can just do these 3. And then if it can do these 3, we'll throw in the hedge trimmer. All right, let's go. And full disclosure, this is at This is at a 3 out of 4 bars. I tried to charge it, but I got impatient, didn't want to wait for it to finish charging. So it's about a 3.5 bars, just so you know. All right, let's see what happens. Ah, it worked. Oh, I can't believe it. All right, well, let's put the hedge trimmer on it. It did it. It pulled all 4. I'm impressed. Probably frying the motor, but hey. All right, last but not least, if you're still here, let's find out what you get. You get a nice hard case that says FANTTIK on the front. Let's open her up. Now the tool has some weight to it to be so compact, and then it's made out of a nice hard plastic. I really like that the trigger is not mushy. And then on the front, you have a display screen. This back button here is your forward and reverse. And then this button is for the 6 different power stages. I'll display on the screen which each of those can be used for, but you just cycle through whichever mode you need, 6 being the highest. And then here you have your battery gauge. It's 1 through 4. Now the one thing that I really do like is when you put a bit in, you don't have to do anything, just pop it in. With some other tools, you actually have to pull or push to put the bit in. But the bit goes right in, and then to take it out, you just pull up and it pops out. There you go. Now the additional accessories, you get a nice array of bits. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of these because normally they wear out very quickly. I can't speak to these, but I don't want to take the risk, so I'll put a more name brand in here that I like to use. Then you get a bit extender, and then you also have a Phillips head extender as well. And then this is really nice. You have a USB plug that you get with it for a lot of your newer devices, so I don't have to keep swapping out cables if I want to charge multiple things. And then, by the way, the plug is at the bottom. And there you go. That's about it. All in all, I'm very impressed with the tool. Nowadays, I don't really get to do a lot of big projects where I need my big heavy tools. I'm doing a lot of little small projects around the house, or little odds and ends for my mother. So I need something that's compact. Now I do have the smaller 12-volt tools as well, but you got to have the tool, the battery, and it can get a little cumbersome at times. So now, if I have the FANTTIK, it's small, it's compact, and it's all in one. So it's great. I can leave it in the car, I can leave it in the house, and I don't have to run to the garage to get some of my tools. Now there's some things I didn't display, such as if you've ever built a computer, you can use this. It has the precision, and it's small to get in those cramped spaces. You can also use it to build furniture, which technically you're not supposed to do, but because of the control you have over this with the variable speed trigger and the different settings, I'd be very comfortable that I wouldn't ruin the furniture when I was putting it together. This will also be really good for me around Christmas time because my kids get a lot of those toys that have that safety battery compartment that you have to unscrew, and after 10 or 12 of those, it gets old really quick. But enough of that. If you're really interested in the product, I'll have a link down below, and if you want to support the channel, check out some of my other videos. Take care. Thanks for watching Hindsight 101. Click the subscribe button and select the notification bell to stay up to date.